Hey you guys, it's Sharae, and today I wanted to do a video talking about the big move that I'm going to be making. So as you guys know, let's get straight into it. As you guys know, I've been discussing the fact that I'm about to be moving. I keep saying I'm moving, but I haven't said where yet. I've told some people, and I did a vision board and I posted it to my Instagram, which kind of gave a hint of where I was planning on moving, but I've still been having a lot of people asking me where am I moving to. So this video is me revealing where I plan on moving, when, and why, because that's what I've been getting a lot too. So I am moving to, drum roll please, Cali. So I'm planning on moving to California, and a lot of people have been asking me why are you moving, why? I'm moving to California because I feel like it's way more opportunities out there for me, especially for what I went to school for. So I went to school for apparel merchandising. If you guys don't know, my major was apparel merchandising and my minor was business. So I've always loved fashion, and I've always loved the business side of things. If some of you guys don't know, I used to sell clothes on my website, and I've just always been a business-minded person. So those were my two majors, and I felt like it's not enough opportunity out here for me in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for what I really want to pursue. So I can't really pinpoint exactly and say, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, because people don't realize that, like, when you have a degree in merchandising, it's very open. Like, you can do a lot of different things. I can do styling, I can do merchandising for a brand, I can do visual merchandising, I can do buying, I can be like a coordinator. It's a lot of different things that I can do with that degree. But mainly what I really want to do is I want to work corporate. If I'm going to work for a business and use my degree, I want to do it corporate level. I don't want to do anything store level and be a manager or anything like that, because I've done that before. And I feel like that's the farthest that I can get here in Baton Rouge, is managing. I just feel like managing is just not the way that I'm trying to go. I like business, but if I want to manage something, it's going to be my own. I don't want to be managing something for someone, for another store. I want to do something more on the creative side. And I felt like out here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that's pretty much all I could do was manage. That's the farthest I can get. I came in as a manager of a counter for a beauty brand, and I just felt like it wasn't enough growth for me. I was there for like I want to say a year and a half, and what really made me realize that I wanted more, and I wanted more out of life, I went to Miami with my friends. And when I was in Miami, I'm seeing people driving around in Ferraris and G-Wagons and everything on South Beach, and it was like it was the norm. People were like, "Ooh, who's that? Who's that in the Ferrari?" You know, it was just like it was a normal thing out there. And so I just felt like, wow, it's so much more to life than just waking up and going to work and doing something where I really don't feel like I have a passion for it, or I felt like I wasn't being fulfilled. So I tried to stay. I told my managers above me that I wasn't happy and I wanted more opportunities for growth. I wanted to do more. I wanted to be in a buying office, corporate level. And it's like one of those situations where you feel like you keep getting a run around, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get you in the buying office, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but you have to do this, you have to show us this. And it's just like, I've been here a year and a half and I showed you everything that I could possibly show you. And I did everything that I could possibly do. Every time we had an event, I'm coming up with ideas, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm kind of getting off track, but it's a point to this, because the point that I was trying to make was I felt like I was doing everything that I can do to prove myself. And then we just had new management coming in, management leaving out, getting promoted, people getting promoted around me that I felt like didn't really deserve it, just to be real. So I just felt like I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can bring to the table. And I brought all kinds of ideas for events and things like that. I'm a very creative person, so whenever it came to coming up with ideas for events for the store, I was that girl that would come up with stuff, and everybody like, dang, look at her. Those wheels are churning in her head. She has ideas. I always brought ideas to the table, but I felt like what I brought to the table was being undermined and unappreciated. So let me go back. Okay, so Miami, fancy car, everything's all good, everything's perfect, people out there living a life. So it made me feel like, dang, like it's so much more to life than just working and doing a job that you don't really enjoy like that. And life is too short. And I'm not saying that I'm about to go out there and have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a G-Wagon in the next year, but I do want to be somewhere closer to living my dream life and following my dreams and not just doing something, getting caught up and stuck where I am. Because it's a lot of people that worked at my job that has been there for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They even had a lady that was there for like 30 years. I don't want to get trapped like that where it's like I'm stuck doing one thing for the rest of my life. I'm stuck in one place for the rest of my life. And a lot of people are afraid of change. Don't get me wrong, I'm afraid too. But when I put my 2 weeks in because I wasn't happy there anymore and I just felt like growth wasn't going fast enough for me and I just felt like I was being unappreciated, I was like, okay, I'm going to move on to bigger and better things and I want to go and pursue my dreams. I want to move to California. So that was the plan. So when I said that I was moving to California, a lot of people was like, California, what are you going there for? What's out there? You're not scared? Why are you going to California? The reason why I wanted people to know that I was going to California was so that I wouldn't back out myself. It's a lot easier to bag out on things when you're the only one that knows. Let's say if you wanted to start this business or whatever, and you didn't tell everybody, you kept it to yourself. It's easy to kind of weasel your way out of what you planned on doing. But it's like, if I'm telling people I'm moving to California, it's like people are going to constantly be like, oh, when you moving? Are you moving? Are you still going? And it's just like, I like to prove people wrong. So I felt like if I didn't tell people, it wouldn't be real to me. Like, I had to make it real. So I was just like, yeah, I'm moving to California. A lot of people were like, you're not scared? And it's just like, of course I'm scared as far as starting a whole new life, leaving my family behind, leaving my friends, and leaving my comfort zone. But at the same time, I'm more scared of staying here and wondering what would have happened if I would have went to California, or what would have happened if I would have pursued my dreams instead of being comfortable and staying here all my life. A lot of people are scared to take big risks like that because they're afraid of failure. But the thing is, it's no such thing as failing. You either succeed or you learn from it. So with me going out to California, even if I was to fail, that means that I've learned something, because I learned, okay, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did right, or maybe I should have did this differently. It's no such thing as failing. I'm learning. If I would feel like more of a failure if I didn't go, because I'm comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you don't grow. And that's the thing. Sometimes people have to stop being so comfortable and take risks, because your blessing, the thing that you're just looking for, might be on the other side of that, but you have to push past being comfortable to get it. Am I making sense? I hope so. So a lot of people are like, you're not scared, you're going out there by yourself, that's dangerous. Yeah, it is dangerous, but I'm getting older. I'm about to be 24 years old. And when I came back from Miami, to be honest with you guys, I was really depressed. And this was before the flood. I was depressed about coming back from Miami. I was just like, man, I just went to Miami. That's not even like going to another country. I just went to Miami and I just saw another side of the world. Like, it's so much more to the world. And I feel like so many people are trapped in a box. And some people are forced to be trapped in a box, and some people are just mentally trapped in a box and they don't even know it. Like, for example, it's some people that they get married, they have kids, they have a house, and to them, moving is so much harder. Pursuing their dreams and going for what they really want is so much harder because they feel like they have so many different barriers. Okay, what about my kids? My husband doesn't want to move, or I have this house, I have to sell the house, I have all this stuff in the house. If you really want to do something, you can do it. You can make a way to do it. What I like to do, I like to read things, especially things that relates to what I'm going through in life. And I recently just finished reading Taraji P. Henson's book, Around the Way Girl, a few months back. And basically the book is just about her and how she's become so successful and things that she went through. It's a memoir. And one thing that I really love about the book is the fact of her journey and how she started from the bottom. It wasn't like she came from money, and she hustled to get to where she was. She left for California, I want to say, with $500 and a baby. So if you really want to do something, you can do it. And look at her now. Empire, collections with Mac, Apple Music commercials. Taraji is getting money. But the thing is, one thing that her dad said to her in the book was, you can't catch fish on dry land. So basically what he's saying is, you want to be an actress. She was doing little acting gigs and things like that where she lived, but he was like, you want to be an actress. How can you become a successful actress living where you're living out here? You have to go where the opportunities are, which is Los Angeles, California, where the land of acting, Hollywood. That's where you need to be, because that's where the opportunities are. Nowadays it's a little easier if you want to do something like that. They have New Orleans, where a lot of people are acting now, Atlanta. So it's easier now than it was back then. But the point that I'm trying to make is just the fact that you can't catch fish on dry land. So you have to go where the opportunities are. And for me, and what I really want to do, the two main places where the opportunities are for me and what I went to school for is New York and LA. And New York is I visited New York. I did a field study out there, and to be honest, no disrespect to people from New York, but I just felt like it wasn't for me. First of all, the climate. I can't deal with cold weather. I'm a hot girl. I like warmth. Let's just keep it at that. I don't like to be cold, shivering and shit. Like, I don't got time for that. Another thing about New York, it just was, I don't know, I didn't like the ways of transportation. Like, you would mainly have to ride the subway to get to where you needed to go. I just didn't like the vibe of New York because it didn't feel as home-like the South is. And I feel like the closer I would feel to home would be California. It's a busy city as well, but I would still be able to have my car and go to the grocery store and things like that. It wouldn't be as hard as it would be to adjust as New York would be to adjust. New York would be a totally different world for me. New York was a lot. It was a lot going on. And although I enjoyed visiting New York and seeing what it had to offer, I realized from that field study that I could not live there. And that's where majority of the opportunities in the fashion industry and entertainment industry and things like that are. But the other half is mainly in California. So they have warehouses, wholesale rooms, showrooms, and things like that. So a lot of corporate fashion companies are based in California. A lot of stores, a lot of shopping. It's a lot out there. So I just felt like in order for me to pursue my career goals, I have to go where the opportunity is, and I'm going to California. So that's the why, because so many people were asking me why, and you know, you're not scared. Right now is better than ever because I don't have any kids right now. I'm not living in the house where I'm tied down with a mortgage, and it's hard for me to wrap this up and just up and move. So that's why I'm moving. And you know, I'm not married. I don't have anything stopping me from pursuing my goals. So I have to go for it while I can. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, like people ask me, am I scared? I'm nervous and I'm anxious at the same time. I'm ready for a fresh start, and I know I'm gonna love it when I get there. But I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy, especially with me being pretty much by myself going out there. I have 3 friends, one that I went to school with and 2 that I worked with, and it weren't like we were best friends or anything like that, but we were cool enough where I reached out to all 3 of them, let them know I'm coming, and I want them to show me around the city and help me out and have my back. And so we got that straight. That's cool. And I have family out there, but they're distant family. I've only seen them once this past Thanksgiving in a long time, and me seeing them for Thanksgiving was almost like meeting them for the first time because it had been so long since I've seen them. But they were just like, let us know when you coming. Whenever you're ready to come, you can just come. You don't have to save up. You don't have to do anything. Just come. We got you. You got a place to stay, everything. And I'm so grateful for that. Or just to have family, even though they're distant family, to look out for me like that. But at the same time, I'm very independent and I really like to get it on my own. So I hustled my ass off these past few months. I said, when I officially decided to move, I said I have to set a date for myself, because if I don't set a date, it's going to be in the air. It's going to be like, oh, I'm going to move, I'm going to move. I always said I wanted to move, but I never prepared for a move. So I said, I'm going to move, I got to set a date. So I set the date and I said June 1st. I said by June 1st, I want to be on my way to California. I want to be out of here. I have to start a new life and I have to take control of my life and see what else life has to offer. And that's another thing that just motivated me. Like, I gotta go hard right now because I never know when my last day will be. I gotta hustle. I gotta get out there to California. Time is ticking. It's ticking, and I don't want to lose any more time. Like, I'm about to be 24 years old. 24 is 6 years away from 30. 30 is 10 years away from 40. That's how I look at things. I'm constantly getting older. Time keep going and it doesn't stop. I gotta make moves. I gotta do this. I gotta do that because I never know when my time is. So I'm planning on moving June 1st if God allows it. It's so crazy. I got a fortune cookie and it said your road or your journey will be difficult but rewarding. And it's so crazy. I felt like it was confirmation because I keep saying high risk equals high rewards. And it's like, if you don't take risks right now while you can, while you're able to, when are you gonna do it? When you settle down, locked into a marriage with 3 kids, a house, a dog, a house full of furniture, 3 cars. Like, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna be able to do it? Life is too short. It's too much of the world for me to see, to be stuck in one place all my life. And it seems like the closer I get, the more nervous I get, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm really about to do this. I have 4 weeks left. It's just, everything is just moving so fast, and that's what's scaring me, because I'm trying to take advantage of the time that I have, but it's just almost like it's just slipping away from me. Everything is just moving so fast. But I know that the big homie up there got me. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys in this video. What I'm planning on moving to California, why, to pursue my career goals, and when, June 1st, if God allows it. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everybody that's been telling me that they've been watching my videos. They like the direction that I've been going in with my videos, being a little more open, talking about personal things, and just being, I guess, a escape from what's going on and in their lives, and just something that can kind of take their mind off of whatever, and just someone that they can relate to. Because I've had a few people tell me after they saw the video about me talking about self-confidence that they really enjoyed that video, they could relate to that video, they've been there before or whatever. So I'm so glad that the direction that I'm trying to take my channel to, people are responding well to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, make sure that you follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, which is Sierra Sharae. And make sure you check out my website, www.sierrasharae.com. And that's the way that you can catch up on my old videos and posts and things that I've done in the past. So yeah, make sure you binge watch and see what I've been doing and talking about. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive, watching my videos. I'm just ready. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I have so much faith in God. I have so much faith that I'm gonna be okay. Like, I just feel like everything's gonna work out. Like, I'm gonna be alright. So until next time, you guys.